how's it going, YouTube? So I'm gonna record this review outside. I'm sitting outside. It's a nice day outside, and my dog's outside. So I figured, why not? So Peacemaker episode 6, I believe this is episode 6, came out. And you know, I like this one a little bit better than the last one in certain areas, but I also didn't in a lot of areas. And what do I mean by that? Well, it focuses very heavily around the Peacemaker's friends, Chris's friends. But we pick up with Peacemaker, his dad, and his brother Keith, in a diner with Harcourt from the other universe, and they're like taking pictures with some kids, and then we pick up with our ragtag team, or Chris's friends, and they're basically like going to get Peacemaker from this other universe. And they basically go down to Chris's, I forget what his name is, Vigilante, I think is his name. They go to Vigilante's basement, and we kind of get this funny scene with Vigilante and his mom, and his friends. And then they set the portal up in Vigilante's basement, and they go to the other universe. Now, I still think Vigilante is just as annoying. I still think most of them are just as annoying. I don't know, they're not characters like I'm really interested in. The bigger guy with the beard, he's okay. Vigilante's so annoying. Amanda Waller's daughter, she's actually not that bad. And then I completely forget what the other one is. He's so forgettable. Judo Master or something like that, I think his name is. It's so dumb. Judo Master was not in this episode. I'm thankful for that, but I know he's going to be in the next episode heavily. I just have a suspicion based on how this one ended. And then we do get a scene here with Lex Luthor and Rick Flag Sr. for having a brain fart. And they're basically talking about, they're kind of getting desperate about trying to find Peacemaker's portal. And Rick Flag Sr. goes to see Lex Luthor at I forget what it's called. It's this prison, Bellreef prison, and basically he offers him a better deal in a different prison for like helping them out. So we get that scene. Overall, and then right at the end we see that we get a scene between Harcourt and Peacemaker, like where they actually get to sit down and talk for once, and they explain their sides and stuff. And then they're leaving, and she's like, "Oh, you don't notice anything about this universe?" And then he like looks down, and he sees an American flag, but instead of having like the stars on it, it has Nazi flag, like a swastika. And then it cuts to Amanda Waller's daughter, and Keith is driving down the road, and everybody starts pointing her out. He jumps out of his truck, and he's like, "It's a black!" And I'm like, "Oh shit!" She like starts running, and it like, there's like this scene of like all these white people like chasing down this like black lady. It was wild. I was like, "Holy shit!" But it was funny. I'm not gonna lie. So overall, I don't know. I think I'd maybe give this episode a 6 for me. It was slightly above average. It wasn't anything spectacular. I do hope that they do something with the Keith character, because I really like his character, and I hope that maybe Chris convinces his brother Keith that, what they're doing is wrong, and that maybe he can come back to that universe with Chris. But yeah, we'll just have to see. But overall, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10, slightly above average. If you don't have anything to watch, I guess you can watch it. But if you have more entertaining stuff you want to check out, I'd probably check that stuff out. I know Tulsa King is supposed to be coming out here soon, or is already out. I need to check out Marvel Zombies because I'm supposed to do a review on that, and I heard that that is pretty good. Sorry, I had a brain fart, but I just do these off the top of my head. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great night, everybody. Peace out.